I'm waiting for the startup. Yes, it is. Today we have a justice will be served. The team, justice, court cases, politician. There is so many people who show up on a political scene at the same time they resign this week. We are going to check them as well. We're going to check up what's up in China as well. We're going to many different countries for political resigning famous politicians. And as well, we're going to check up what's with that tennis player Peng Shuai. What's happened? What is her mystery? I'm going to start up, in fact, from her because eventually she was the inspiration for my Today Justice Will Be Served Today explanation. What about her and missing as a missing person? Because she literally disappeared after this tennis player show up on the internet with the case of being um, uh, literally put the post about being abused from some politician, famous politician in China, and she literally disappeared together with all her profile, and she disappeared from the scene for last 3 months, I do believe. Let me add the hashtag missing person as well. Yes. As well, guys. Later, I will hashtag all these names at the end. Don't forget to put a like, subscribe, bring a person with you for a free reading at the end of the live stream channeling news. Like, subscribe, let me just justice for Peng Shuai. Let me hashtag. Let me hashtag where is. There is another hashtag is showing up, guys. Oh my god. Where is Peng Shuai? Yes. Okay, I did it. That's it, guys. Let me put the time frame for Peng Shuai. It's starting minute 3. Here it is. Let's see what's happening with her. First question we are going to ask Peng Shuai, that famous tennis player from China, like literally she put 3 months ago post on her social profile, right? She put the post that some famous politician, Chinese politician, was sexually abusing her, and literally um, she called him in this post, right? And after that, she totally like disappeared from the all the social network was deleted her profile and literally she disappeared. Nobody didn't see her for next 3 months. So starting all the famous others sportsmen, politicians, and as well the human rights fighter, and of course the other tennis player from another countries. They start to talk about where is she, and this week they pushed the Chinese literally um, to show up Peng Shuai because they threatened not to have Olympic Winter Games there. First of all, I don't know. I'm not following sport, guys, and it seems like it will be the Winter Olympic Games in China this winter. I don't know how they will make it with this COVID thing. It's pretty crazy. Like it must be. It doesn't have to be this year. Anyway, because of the Olympic Games threatened to be blocked from China, the Chinese government decided to show up Peng Shuai alive, smiling few days ago because they were pushed just from the uh, literally from the global forces about the human rights to show up her, or they wanted to cancel the Olympic Games in China. They were threatened with this. Anyway, everybody's there are two theories. People saying this is not her. Another thing that she was already killed when she disappeared, right? And then there is a theory was she locked in that style, Chinese style, like they have this type of prison where they locked all these kind of political unwanted people and like enemy of the country, right? And literally leave them um, in isolation, minimum 6 months, and literally they disappear if they are not if they are in isolation. Usually they disappear. They don't show up anymore live. Let's see what is the truth. Peng Shuai, the then Chinese tennis player, is she alive? Here it is. Guys left on the cold. Here it is. Is she in prison? Yes, she was there abruptly, literally. Night was worse. Suddenly she was there. Thanks to that online technology thing, unfortunately, there was suddenly decision that she should be kept out of the society, and that is the concept of Chinese government, how they are dealing with enemies of the countries, literally having a fear, putting the fear into the nation, like putting them away, like kind of was in an ancient Greek society, the model for from there was a term like they literally would do putting away like a punishment for certain citizens. They would put them, they were the model of the police, the cities, the government inside of the cities, they were not countries at that period. And literally they would just put this, they would just put, they would do the expatriate thing, they would just put the citizen who would be like under punishment, they would just put it away from that city, away from the city in isolation. And since she got exactly that card, five of coins, she got the isolation. She was expelled. Expelled. That's the English word, right? Expelled from the society. She was like punished. Definitely, they took out her freedom. They took out her gadget, the telephones, and literally this was like sudden, like just thanks to her social activity. Unfortunately, is she alive? Two of coins. She is alive, just absent last 2 months. 1 second. Yes, somebody definitely trying to apologize. Is it the Chinese government trying to apologize to avoid that scandal about Olympic Games this winter? But is she um, afraid to talk about what happened to her? Yes, of course. In probably in a period of 1 month, she will talk. What will be the purpose? Till now, she cannot talk. Definitely 1 month more later, she will have the opportunity, guys. The gate will be open to talk a little bit later, not now. Yes, she will go back to this theme, what happened to her. As we see, Knight of Wands, somebody who revisit the past, that goes from the past. In the period of 1 month, she will start to talk, revisit the same theme. Yes, she was in isolation. Yes, guys, that's what it is. It was, she was expelled from society and in isolation, literally in a dead prison. Will she be on the Winter Olympic Games? There is a very strange card, six of coins, like she will be, there will be kind of injustice. She will be expelled even from the Olympic Games. What's happening here? Guys, when is this Olympic Games? Anyway, if it's a winter, it should be like in next few months. This is her 6 months, or she will be literally expelled like all this system in China, 6 months isolation, because isolation card is covered with 6 months. And there was one article on YouTube that literally there was a witness somewhere from China leaking the information that they do this isolation 6 months to citizens just to get them scared and to lose that power of speech, to be afraid to talk whatever is to talk against the government. Will she talk after 6 months from now? Let me see, maybe it's this explanation of the card. I do think it's that. Yes, she's keeping quiet now. Yes, she's in isolation. She left isolation, but she's going to keep quiet, not talking after 6 months. Something will be opportunity for her to talk through a friend of her or colleague. There is a knight who will come, and through him she will, from a third party, she would literally talk about her isolation, how she was blocked from the society, not before. We were all afraid for her life. Is this really Peng Shui on interview like 2 days ago? There is a king of swords and ten of swords. Guys, somebody say that this is really not her. Let me see. It could be a copycat of her. 1 second, guys. Is Peng Shui alive? Wow. Strategically, she was put away in isolation, but they are keeping her right for Olympic Games. Here it is. She's just put away. There is no answer that she is dead. Is Peng Shui dead? No, she's just locked, guys. Check out. Yeah, so many people hurted in this case, right? Not just that guy who was accused politician. Of course, for sure, that is a true. When a woman starts to talk about this, for sure, this is a true. But it's so many people involved in this case, right? Including the government, right? And many people are now like she's pulling out all the dirty things. Her case, it's pulling out just a lot of things that are under the surface uh, in the politics of China, and now all the world is, after even Wuhan, all the world is observing this case. This is just one last drop in whatever was in that big cup of bitterness coming out from all the fogginess and secretive politics of Chinese. I want to ask one more question. Will Feng Shui run away abroad this year? Not this year. Online, she will try to do some things. 1 second. Will Feng Shui run away abroad next year? Something, guys, around the season of mid of the year. That's what I heard. There we have before there are six of pentacles, and then mid of year like June towards July. That's my impression for the Cancer season. That's explaining the mystery of Peng Shui, the Chinese tennis player missing girl that disappeared from the network, from the live, from her telephone, from her profile, just by talking against the Chinese government last 2 months. Let's see another politic mysteries. We have first one amazing person. Magdalena Andersson is a lady that was a Swedish. The end of the end of November, she was elected to be a premier, first women, uh, female premier in Sweden. That was weird for me because I'm so amazed with the Swedish democracy and protection of the women's rights. But on the other side, this is like a first time that a woman is elected for a premier, president, premier, whatever it is a title in Sweden. And that was pretty shocking for me because I always, as a feminist, knew them as a really the one that were always a pioneer in a feminist work in protection of women's rights, in the law, single mothers, whatever. I know when I was working with the single mothers, well, we have some of the famous organizations for Sweden supporting us. And literally, let's see just a little bit of Mary Tree. Hello, sweetie. I'm going to put the time frame for Magdalena Andersson to see her case. What happened with her? She resigned and she was elected again, just to see a little bit of under the surface. Just a short reading, 2 minutes. Let's see, because as well, I didn't research much her case, so I'm not going to use that some terminology, political terminology as well. Mary Tree. Thank you, sweetie. Mary Tree, you can pop out on the PayPal donation, minimum 10 for one question with the time frame. You need 15. That's it. You can use that link instead of 60 euros, minimum 10 one question, or 15 with the time frame question, or two short questions for 15 as well, instead of 60 euros. That's the offer, guys. It's very hard in November, almost no PayPal donations. You're welcome to do as well this, of course. Let's see, guys. I'm doing Magdalena Andersson, so let's see how is Magdalena Andersson. And yes, guys, if you're really working, try to support this channel because we are jobless here as well. We are fundraising, trying to prepare the fundraising by PayPal for my orphanage back in Asia, going back to my project while I'm stuck in Europe. So try to be supportive for the channel. Let's see, Magdalene Andersson. Thank you in advance, guys. Magdalene Andersson, like I said, Swedish re-elected premier. What was her case? Why they put her away? Okay, she's now celebrity. She's now having her wish come true. Last month, she was elected for first female Swedish premier on a position of premier of Sweden, first female in the history of Sweden, and now she was put away, and then she took a risk to have a re-election, everything to go by rules, that there was something, I don't know, missing something in the election. They make a second round, and she really make her come true, come back. So literally now, after, what did they say, I don't know, 11 days or something, she was re-elected back. So that's the news. She was last month, just 8 hours elected. Was that conspiracy against the Magdalene as a female? Three of Wands. Here it is. Like, she was literally waiting for this kind of scandalous thing. She was surrounding with these misogyn, chauvinist people around her. Probably when Sweden doesn't have a female for a premier for all the history. Definitely, she was expecting this. She was already expecting that this will come, uh, that they will try to trigger her. And yes, she was 8 hours elected as a female premier and then literally resigned. She wanted to follow the rules, whatever was suddenly the news calling her off. She wanted to take a risk to have that a second proof of legitimately being there on election. Will she stay? Halt, mandate? Yes, she will pull up with the strength card. She will really push. She is a strong personality, a very nice card for a personality of politician. There is this person having a star and being a spoker, and everybody listen to her. Whoa, she's bright like a star and having a strength to deal with all this BS of the misogyn society, patriarchal society, and here it is. She will pull up literally um, to the end of her assignment. This time she will be okay. Yes, and she will have even the second one. Oh my God, I'm having. She will have one more row. Oh my God. Yes. But again, here it is. Whatever is showing up, it could be that they will try to trigger her again, guys. Here it is, another blockage coming. Here it is. They will try to interfere to make another more scandal. It's very fun in a period of 1 month. Let's see what the future will tell us. I guess something around uh, the new year. After the new year, we will we will have to listen the world news about the Swedish premiere. What will be the triggering? And let's see now. The next one, we are going to check up Simone Sanders. So we have this spokesman for the American president, vice president, right? Simone Sanders. Yes, and um, she resigned as well. Let's see what is her story. 21 30. Simon Sanders, 2130. Why? One second. I'm going to pull up. I just have there the in photos, the energy. 1 second, guys. Yes. Simon Sanders, resignation. Here it is. By her own wish, probably. She was not happy where it is because it questioned her happiness. She was not happy being a part of team and being um, spokesman for Kamala Harris because Kamala was accused for many scandals, hilarious statements, and nonsense. And she just resigned. She couldn't stand this. Guys, don't forget it's a very strange astrological aspect happening these days. Many of the famous politicians or president of the countries, queens, royals, whoever, they will be literally um, they will be thrown from the throne, and that's what the Vedic horoscope is that repeating the last month for the period of after the lunar eclipse. It's starting rolling this case as well. Check out Magdalena Andersson was the first female that was exactly in the period of the lunar eclipse. Mid of November, she was elected just after 8 hours. She was just from her throne. It's that example as well. We are talking about a tricky half of uh, British queen as well. It's something similar as well by the astrologist. And yes, it was a story about the U.S. Somebody in the peak of the United States government will as well be resigning. There will be a lot of sudden decisions and changes um, uh, in the throne of U.S. as well government. So Simone, she was questioning it came horizontal. She was questioning her own happiness wherever she was in that position, and that's why she resigned. Was she 1 second? She was Simone Sanders triggered with Kamala Harris? Yes, she was really triggered with her boss. Here it is. As well, she was offered to have a second better paid job. Here it is the reason, guys. Two of coins. She was offered somewhere better. Literally, she was paid to resign. Guys, this is very funny. She was paid. Somebody was throwing her the pentacle for a better offer. Was Kamala Harris offering her more money? She was trying to keep her on a contract. Here it is to blackmail her with a contract. One second. That was the secret. She was trying uh, to blackmail her with the contract. Was Kamala Harris surprised by Simone Sanders res- resigning? Kamala Harris was already informed that she has a second offer. Here it is. She was aware that she's a trickster. That Simone Sanders is. She had information that she was checking already the other party offers for seeking um, other jobs. Was the reason better money? 8 to 1. Yes, she was offered better money wherever she is now, and probably less stress being happy because here she was not happy, guys. Yes, that's what is coming here. The reason for Simone Sanders resigning, and connected to her story about Kamala Harris. Harris will Kamala Harris resign as well? Here it is, guys. Oh my God, it's coming. Even Kamala. Kamala Harris will resign, guys. It will be a right decision for her to resign. Here it is. Explain me. Till the end of the year. When is the end of the year? Oh, one. No, it's second. Yes, it's totally true. Till the end of the year. Will Kamala Harris resign? 1 second. I want to check. Yes, and she's preparing the eventual sequel. I think this going all just the Simone Sanders awakening or just her move. It's going to pull up and roll all the others. Camilla will do till the end. Will do the same, resigning till the end of the year. She will tell the truth, and yeah, this was like as well part of her strategy. Is Kamala Harris as well paid to resign? Or will be paid. Yes, there is somebody coming and offering her. Oh my God, guys. There is somebody coming and offering her for the third party situation, not directly sending somebody, sending the third party, and she's really stressed. She had a slight dilemma. She's under the very big influence of should she resign or not. But definitely there's quitting because on start we have a world of the end divorce card. Yes, I think Kamala will do the same like Simone. Kamala Harris, I will put her name as well. I will just say it. Harris, double R, but in fact in ancient Greek, in Greece it's one R. Harris is only one R, not double R. That's why I'm checking the spell. Let's see the next mystery of politics. Yes, it's today news. Sebastian Kurz, it's Austrian Wonder King, the Wonder Child, the youngest politician for youngest in a history, I guess, the youngest premier of Austria, and as well, I do believe what is the Austrian Popular Party president, and he resigned totally from politics. That is the news from few hours ago. Let me see. I will just put the time frame, guys. 1 second to add. And I will just remind you because I'm sometimes during the once a week, I check up if I have time. I check once a week or once in a 2 weeks, I check up these major astrologues few of my favorite astrologues during the practice. I check up the astrological dramatical aspects, and if I have time, like I said, once a week or once in a 2 week when some dramatical change, as well by reading my emails, I do get this notification what are the astrological aspects, and as well I'm not the astrologue, I must say. I just have working numerology, feng shui, and working with stars so many years. This is another thing, but I'm always surrounding and supporting with a team of astrologers during my work, career in this esoteric. And literally by checking out once in a 2 weeks, we found out I got the information last time when I think it was this Mr. Levin, the beautiful older gentleman, astrologue, I don't know, from the middle of US, right? And he was in the last report, what are the major crises in December, what is in front of us. He literally said that there will be something around geographically around Austria. And when I today heard the news about Sebastian Kurz, the resigning from the politics in Austria, totally resigning from the politics, I was amazed. First, he's very young, like, what is this, like 13 something, resigning, like, what is this, like retiring? And what's going to happen? Like, again, there is a crisis, COVID crisis, they lose the politician, the major party. Is the power there in Austria is losing the politician as well, and he was a premier as well. And what's going to happen? It's like a new crisis. There is a new question mark for Austria, and literally that's what mentioned one of these. I think Miss Levin is his family name, right? Mr. The famous astrologue, he mentioned the Austria will be triggered. The Austria will be specifically triggered with this next um, uh, lunar phase, and that's what is happening. So we are going to check out Sebastian Kurz, uh, why he resigned. Here it is, King of Wands. He's just a player. Was he paid off? Was Sebastian paid to resign? Yes. There were little effort parties sent for him to make the tower break. Guys, we had confirmation. This was just a playing King of Wands to make that fast, to make that crisis. And he was sent from somebody, he was paid off to make that crisis, to have that tower moment. Um, I just remembered as well, guys. It's very funny because somehow, when it's all the major crises in the previous wars, in the First World War, and then in the second one, there were always something happening around Austria. When there was startup of the global war, knock knock in the wood, I don't want to be, but we are already said from diplomats and politicologue that in fact we are already in last 10 years we are in a state of a global war, with all the mini wars around the planet, mini war zones, war crises around the planet. And literally when we think like this, we are already in a state of the third world war around the planet in many places. And I'm just thinking now how Austria was a center of the First World War, by attacking on the Franz Ferdinand, and then it was as well that was Austro-Hungarian. Uh, Literally, he was like assassin, and he was at that moment in position on the top on the throne of the Austro-Hungary, and that is Sebastian Kurz today doing exactly. It's a very creepy right moment. As well in the Second World War, we were having major things coming in. Hitler was coming officially from Austria, right, and he was literally all the major things were happening there, right? Signing the contracts with with the many of the countries. I know that literally one of my grandmothers, grand auntie was literally in Vienna signing the contract. She was translator when there were politicians signing the contracts coming from the South Europe, from the Royal Yugoslavia, and signing the contract with them before war, against the war, but it helped them out, right? So yes, Austria is literally somehow the center of all the crises, of triggering the crisis, starting up of the global um, violence. That's what is in her horoscope. Will, will this be a sign? Sebastian Kurz resigning will be a sign of start of new global war. Oh my God, it will be blocked. Is this a sign of start of the new global war? 1 second. It's strange. The cards they go very strangely. So we have first is blocked, and then we have working on this. It's work related, like all this his game with the King of Wands card, faking this crisis in Austria, literally paid off from somebody in the shade, Knight of Wands, right? They are literally want to have that flame of fire conflict in this zone, and literally it's a part of like paid to work this to make this crisis tower moment to make this. Look at this person literally working on creepy card, literally hard working on 1 second. 8 of coins right on the bottom. It's very creepy. Will be a global war this winter. Seven of Swords. No, it will be stopped. We have first Seven of Wands. They're trying, they're working on this, but it will be stopped. Yes, definitely it will be stopped. Yes. We can manifest a global love. We can be higher than 100 years ago, right? Let's see now Angela Merkel. As well, Angela Merkel, that was a premier uh, for many years of Germany. As well, she resigned. It's very strange. Let's see her, guys, why she resigned. Although I can understand her, she's old, but this Sebastian Kurz, I really don't understand what's happened. Why Angela Merkel resigned? Why Angela Merkel resigned? It seems like she promised to do this earlier and then she was postponing. Maybe she got at the right age to go to retire before, but she was like promising to resign and that she have a family obligation. Sorry, guys, I didn't Google her, I didn't research her private life. Definitely she promised, but she was promising this before to resign, but she didn't do. And this time, literally, there were people waiting for her to resign. Yes, and this time, literally, she was brave enough to go into that experience to close the door of the politics. Yes, she was pushing now this time her idea. Was she Angela Merkel paid to resign in this crisis? Yes, here it is, guys. I think that she is definitely here. It is. She was paid with this card. For me, this is yes, it's a positive answer. She was paid. Like I heard when I touched this card that she's going to write something that she's going to do something public, book or presentation. She wants to talk, to be a speaker of kind. Definitely, she's not resigning to go and stay back home in geriatric ages. She will be very fruitful in her uh, geriatric age. Exactly, guys. She will be very, very fruitful, and people will hear about her and literally read her book for sure. Um, I heard like a book and speaking. That's what I heard. And I think she was publishing before. Yes, that's very interesting. I think she want to write. Something was waiting for her, and now she want to find the space and work on this. Whatever was her dream come true, a new book, or to be a spokesman, to be just her personal, like doing live coaching, advertising. These are all possibility with these cards. Something. Will she totally resign? One second. No, again, she will be under the influence of other people. Will drag her to do documentary, to do the movie, to prepare the book. There will be a lot of things triggering her here. Yes. Second. Yes. Later. Uh, is she? One second. Is she paid to resign? Queen of Wands. There was something behind the scene, guys. So one moment was on the bottom moon. uh, I do believe there was under the surface something like she was literally flirting of who will offer her about something that she will publish. And I do think that literally she was waiting for a better offer with the Queen was waiting for the better offer, flirting with these medias, who will offer maybe proposal from the publisher, better offer to publish her books, her biography, whatever she wants to publish. Was it a private matter, the love reason? Yes, as well. Here it is, guys. As well, there is a private matter here, like on the so on the bottom six of cups, guys, and she's trying to manifest a change in her private life. Here it is, like to literally reconnect with somebody. Yes, here it is, guys, to reconnect with somebody that in the past time she cut it. Yes, definitely. It can be like her old love, with the Six of Cups, childhood friend, colleague, something that she didn't have a time before. Like I said, there were people waiting for her. Somebody that he blocked before because she was in that position. She was not having a private life. Of course, in politics there is no private life. There is a life 25 hours only for the government. And one second. And do I have somebody else here? No, we have Angela Merkel, Sebastian Kurz already. We done Simon Sanders and Kamala Harris. Yes, we had it together. And then we have Peng Shuai and Magdalena Andersson. One second. Anybody here, guys? Did you finish the task? Did you follow the PayPal link as well? Do tell me. The PayPal questions are open now. If there is anybody with a PayPal donation, I will put up the name of our friends here, that they are the team. The celebrity who were in a mystery talk. I'm just going to take out, I will put them in the title as well. I'm just going to take out the time frame from the title. Yes. second. Just to add their names. Second. And let me just put their names as well, hashtags. Yes. This is in the title. And then we have one second more. Yes, then we have hashtagging all these politicians, guys. Then one second. Once more. Guys, welcome the PayPal donation for the questions for tonight. See? Yes, it's correct. And there is, and I like energy of Peng Shuai name because sounds like Feng Shui. It's very powerful for me when I pronounce it. So I wish her a good luck. I think she will really be focused and the luck will follow her to go out of this trouble with the Chinese government. Yes, this was everything. Did I now second? Did I put the justice as well? Justice missing person. Yes. I will put put the time frame. December. That's it, guys. Welcome to check it. Now you have in a timestamp in description. You can check the mystery of each of these politicians that they resigned this week. The one that resigned a few weeks ago and then returned, Magdalena Andersson. Another weird thing. Symone Sanders, the the spokesman of Kamala Harris, of Joe Biden, right? Stuff, and as well Peng Shuai case of missing Chinese tennis player. You can check out this one, the her mystery. Is she alive? Was it a fake person? And as well Angela Merkel and Sebastian Kurz, Austrian and German premier, resigned as well in last 2 days. It's very dramatical events in political scene. So I put them all together because as well the Chinese they push with this in this crisis plus with this Peng Shui disappearance. So do check everything when it's downloaded, guys. Thank you for watching this. Peace and love to all. Take care.